After being hammered at home by the Sydney Roosters, a round 18 bye gave St George Illawarra the chance to regroup for an even more formidable rival in the guise of South Sydney. Greg Inglis was gone after blowing a knee in the Origin decider, and Matt Cooper returned from toe trouble that's kept him sidelined for some 3 months. Yet it seemed unlikely that even those key personnel changes would be enough to trigger a giant boil-over.
Good flat ball there for Teo. Quick hands. Merritt gives it to Walker. He knew where to go. What lovely hands by Nathan Merritt to put Dylan Walker in.
The first half was lively enough but offered few clean breaks, and the Dragons' best hope seemed to be some old-school bash and barge.
2 tackles left in this set. A short ball for Merrin, who reaches out. He hit the uprights.
Unlike his Origin effort 5 days earlier under the same posts, Merrin wasn't in the money this time, with the video judges deeming that he lost the ball short of the line. And the men upstairs had an even easier decision to make 3 minutes later when Isaac Luke deflected it forward prior to Ben Lowe getting across. And so we were left with just 1 try from the first term, and it was enough to give South the edge at half-time by 6-0. It was the sort of night where the Rabbitohs were well below their best, but doing just enough to keep control.
This is play on. Adam Reynolds cleans that up. If there was no knock-on from the halfback, this should be a try.
And it certainly was, with an element of luck allowing the Red and Greens to double their advantage just a few sets after the break. Cooper's comeback game was cut short when he fell awkwardly trying to field a bomb, with Big Sam Burgess coming down hard on his shoulder. Then Roy Asatasi was reported for spearing into the legs of Jack de Bellin.
There's not many in the game that like that tackle.
But the most remarkable thing of all was St George Illawarra finally cracking an opponent's defensive line.
Play on here for Nightingale, who just stays alive on every play. Then what a ball from Vito to Brett Morris, and the Dragons have broken the drought. Brett Morris gets the 4 points. But you can chalk it up to Jason Nightingale, who at times in this effort has been everywhere on the field.
No sooner had the Dragons ended their point-scoring drought of just over 2.5 hours when the Bunnies hit back.
Going to the line, giving it to Sutton. Here's Sam Burgess! And they're in trouble. Call for a Burgess.
The South's back rower cashed in on the recent run of British sporting success to restore his team's 12-point break, only to find that Steve Price's side still had plenty of spark left in them.
Gives it away to Merrin. Hill takes him stopping. He dives in like Superman, and he gives the Dragons a chance.
The Dragons made the most of their next visit to the pointy end, employing more enterprise than they've shown at any time in 2013.
Ryan throws a dummy, links up with Adam Quinlan. The Dragons go back to back, and we have got a thriller.
Chase Stanley made no mistake with the extras to lock it up at 18 apiece as time ran out, although he wasn't on target with this 1-point speculator in the last play of regular time, and a match that seemed sewn up earlier by South then lurched into golden point. However, with the Josh Dugan-inspired Dragons having all the late-game momentum, they didn't need a field goal anyway.
Now Nathan Fein, he finds Brett Morris. Talk about miracles. The Dragons have beaten team number 1 in golden point.
It was an upset of epic proportions as Team 14 on the ladder stunned the Premiership pace-setters to keep their campaign alive in the most dramatic fashion. David Rowlands, NRL.com.